weeks ago, Nook, and I went for a drive through the Everglades National Park. It's a 1.5 million acre wetlands, which is mostly water and swamp, but it also has some areas where they rise up only a few inches or feet that become a dry area for forest growth, and they refer to these as hammocks. And so we started the day by going to this first little pond area, trying to find some alligators. And the ranger there told us we could find one. We looked around, but unfortunately we didn't find any alligators there. But we did find some other cool animals, some turtles and things out in the swamp. And the water there was just absolutely beautiful. The limestone ponds have absolutely crystal clear water, so you can see right through the lily pads. You can see all the fish and everything else down in there. And the whole landscape is really quite prehistoric looking. It kind of looks like something out of the Cretaceous area, and the wildlife that we found also kind of looks to come from that same Cretaceous era. Throughout the park they built a system of bridges to help you walk around on, so it's really quite beautiful. And we lucked out as there was pretty much nobody else in the park that day, so we had the entire place to ourselves. So we explored around the different swampy areas, walked over the bridges and stuff to the hammocks, and explored around in the pine forests and the different ecosystems that we can find around the park. The crew really enjoyed all of it, with all the new smells and things to peel. There's a high diversity of trees, lots of pine trees all the way to mangroves and everything in between, and it all adds to the kind of prehistoric look of the area. Eventually we reached the end down at Flamingo Point, which I believe is the southernmost point of the continuous United States. Key West says they are, but that's the island off the US, so I don't really count it. And we were just being completely eaten by mosquitoes, and the area got kind of similar. It was a bit monotonous, so we decided to head back to that original pond that we started the day off and see if we could eventually find an alligator. And lo and behold, we found some more creatures from the Cretaceous era. This prehistoric looking alligator here, resting and sunning along the side of the beach. And as we were heading back, we also found this baby snapping turtle, or some kind of turtle that looks like it had just hatched. It was still all covered with mud and disorientated, and it was going across the hot concrete that was like a frying pan. So I moved it off the concrete, but it immediately went back onto it, and so I just let it do its thing and then walked across into the grassy area away from the pond. So I hope it's doing alright. And then we headed back to the wall where we had originally started our day, and where Tua Prue was hanging out, and just below the wall was a mother crocodile with about 3 or 4 babies she was protecting, and she kept a good eye on us the entire time. So we had a really great time through the Everglades, and we'll definitely be back there, as it's only about 8 miles from our front door where we're staying right now.
Alright, who's the last to leave?